What do you want to try and do today? These are the things that we need to do today. This, and this. These are the optional things. This, that, and the other. What's on your lists? What is on your list of things to do today? I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to get water. Yesterday was a beautiful, beautiful day for the weekend. And I feel like right now it's during work hours. So maybe there'll be less people. I got there right whenever one guy was finishing up, and then people started coming, and so I couldn't exactly wait. So today we are going to try again. And of course I didn't realize this until later. But when I came to this park, I was talking to the ducks. And I'd put the scarf that I would be wearing with this uniform. Usually, I say uniform, my outfit. This outfit would usually have that scarf. It was solid black in the center, and then it speckled into white on the ends. It was almost like a tapestry. The thing was huge, and it was sturdy. I had gotten it thrifting, secondhand shopping. And the thing is like, yesterday yesterday means any day before today. The other day, whenever I had gone to the park, it was very early in the morning. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I felt like people were approaching me. There was a lady, and it was a gentleman. I don't know, it was something. And so I did everything I was supposed to do. I picked up my orange peels. I put my trash away. I was wearing a puffy jacket, and so it had good pockets, and so that's what I put everything in that. Jumped back in my vehicle, and now I'm realizing that I forgot my scarf on that table. And that is an example of what happens whenever I do my best. Like, I picked up my trash. I was sure not to leave trash, but at the same time, I did leave something behind without intending to. That is why I get, and I'll admit to that, I left something behind. And one of the things is that sometimes it's my phone. Sometimes it's my keys. Sometimes it's my wallet. The thing is whenever I need to get away from people because I feel like they are going to be approaching me. These were people that had badges. It was a lady. She was wearing click-clackety office heels. They were very loud. It was not like a park respectful kind of presence. They slammed their doors to their vehicles. And she was very loud. And it was just the way that she was acting. He was there as muscle. And I don't like this dynamic. Whenever the woman's the decoy. Don't like it. And so, or like whenever someone grabs a hold of my arm and starts calling me sweetie and won't let me go. And it's like they can see that I'm getting upset and they just want to put their arms around me and hug me and give me a big old grandma hug or a big old, everybody lost somebody hug. And I'm not upset in that sense. You think I'm unwell because you don't understand my behaviors and you wouldn't personally be doing them. My situation's got fuck all to do with yours. So we are going to try and get water. And then we are going to try and go to the gym. And we are going to try and go grocery shopping. We are going to try to go by the bank. Hopefully their ATM machine works. And if nothing else, then I can just get money whenever I go at the grocery store. I just don't like using my card because I feel like they use that to track my purchases and my preferences, and it's all linked to enhance my shopping experience. There's a jaywalker that just made me catch a red light and just want to see him walking up to my vehicle. I'm going to get away. Maybe he's going this direction. I don't know. Here's one of the things is when I drive this way, I can kind of take a sneak peek of the block around my water place. Yay! I will be able to get water today, it looks like. Oh, so relieved. Little pigeon. Go, little pigeon. Go, little pigeon. Shoot. And here's a city snitch coming up. Turn this way so you can see him walk up. Already, somebody walking up. This is kind of where I just sit and wait. So he's not getting water, he's just hanging out. So walk up. Well, I'm bending over. This is what I want you to be able to see. He's filling up his canister, and that's fine. He's just hanging out there. He's got a water bottle. And he's leaving. Now let's see if we can go back and do some more. That's because they're bigger. Because they're bigger. Making it quick, making it sweet. Indeed, that it needs to be quicker. Now, Backpack Guy is on the other side of the park, where I get my sneak peek. So that's where he was just. And now there's 2 vehicles of men that are here. Yay! Alright, I'll be done in just a second. I got 13% on my Yep, Backpack is now on the phone, just sitting right there. How about you not walk up to me whenever I'm bent over doing a task? To where I'm going to have to turn around to greet you. I literally am filling up water bottles. That can take a minute to get all splashy. We'll see how this goes. The good news is I'm making more room. Let's see if the coast is clear. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. And so our guy with the red backpack is just walking back and forth. But I did get to get water, y'all. My feet got wet. And that is okay for today. I do 2 more water bottles. Oh God, we're gonna be overachievers today. Are you kidding me? That was a mistake. Yes! Good job. Good job. Good job. This right here, this thing that I'm wearing, where it's got this and it's nothing but the sleeves, is starting to do that, where the seam is coming off just a little bit. Excuse me. And so there's a shopping center that's got a dance academy and then a secondhand store. And wouldn't you know it, I pulled up in there and the lady met me at the door. And I said, I'm looking for like arm warmers or something like that. And she was like, we don't have anything like that here, and just stood in my way. There was a movie where, there's been a couple of movies where somebody was dismissed because they were underestimated about this, that, or the other. And turns out they could have bought the whole boutique. I'm just saying, you miss out. Not just on me, but you miss out on a lot of things in life. Because of how you act. Would it make a difference if I could have bought anything in your store? I mean, would it have made a difference if, one, I was not going to use your bathroom, two, I did not need a dressing room, three, I wasn't going to exchange anything, or make a return or steal anything? Would it have made a difference if you would have known that I had the buying power to buy all of your store that day in cash? Let's say I wanted to, I don't know. There was another time I stopped at a place. I thought it was a diner. I thought it was a really eclectic diner. Some place that would have key lime pie. Met me at the door with what looked like his mama. And said, we're not buying anything. Turns out it was a barber shop. It was a really small place, and it had so the roof started low. It was a one-story place, and the roof started low and then went to this really weird thing. It looked like it could have almost had a stripper pole in there. I'd always wanted to see the inside of it, and it was on my bucket list, and so that was the experience that I got. I mean, I wasn't a good fit for the place. It was a men's barber shop. But I was a good fit for the other place because I wear clothes. So the power horse that I got, it's a battery, and it has all these warning labels on it. And so I have a P.O. box, but I did not want to have it shipped to, I call them Shopkeep. The person that runs the place, I call them Shopkeep. They'll say hello, I'll say hello Shopkeep, and they'll say hello Carrie. They'll say hello Carrie Ann. They'll say something, and they'll greet me every now and then. I like to sometimes get legal pads or the journal things there. I am trying to be considerate. I would like to have that mailbox for a very long time. And so I don't want to get, it's a small shop. I don't know if everybody that sleeps in little carport that has got underneath it, the covered parking that has got attached to it, I don't know if everybody that sleeps there is an informant. But it looks like, from what I've experienced, people that stare at you and throw things at you as if they're trying to protect the grounds. You have to have a key code. You have to have an electronic code. You have to have an electronic passcode to get into that building. Not just a key for the mailbox. You have to have a passcode to get into that place 24 hours. And so I get it. One, it's a convenient place. It's not a huge operation warehouse thing. It's a corner shop. It's a fantastic corner shop. And half of the shop is the covered parking. Or like a quarter of the shop is covered parking. But long story short, like, I get it to where they wouldn't want people trying to go in there and seeking shelter. That's a horrible thing to say. But I have a box that is as big as my torso, I guess. Almost as big as my torso. It's at least as big as my pelvis. And it's got all these chemical markings on it. And yeah, it's got the company name on it. But at the same time, like, whenever people have it's just easier not to have people looking at my mail. I would just rather have it go to the big box store. They don't want the foot traffic. They don't want to do the will call, and I get it. Because I have to, one is a high dollar item, and they're not just going to put it off into the locker off to the side. So I take up time in the store. But I have respect for my Shopkeep, where I receive my mail, for him not to have that big old item, because there's also a fee incurred if you don't pick up your mail. And so if I have packages that are taking up room, that's inconvenient for him. And if you work in a space where there's packages, even if you've had the training and stuff, if you work in a space where there's packages that have labels that say this, this is hazardous. It needs to be, if this leaks, it's bad. Like, if the box is damaged, bad, right? And so, yeah, no, I don't want to put that burden on my Shopkeep. So yes, while I have a mailbox, while I have a shipping address, while that is the shipping address associated with my billing and all this kind of stuff, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. I am trying to be considerate. It's the same reason why on the laundry days, if there's no parking except for like in front of places that are open, and these are come to think of it, one of them is a shipping place. It's a second shipping place, but they don't have mailboxes. They're just a shipping place. I say just a shipping place. They're an awesome shipping place. They do a couple of things. That's where I get my vehicle tags done. And that's also where I do my laundromatting. And that's where there's a person. It's the same person, and you'll see him sleeping. I think he's a plant. I think he's security. But you'll see him sleeping before they open. You'll see him hanging there. There was one time, and it was, I forget what holiday it was, but it was a holiday. And they weren't going to be open. I forget what holiday it was. Oh, but they were not going to be open at all that day. And I got there early, and I waited for them to open. And I'm like, I'm minding my business because I don't want to be like at the door waiting, being impatient or whatever, rushing as soon as they open the doors. I mean, yeah, that means I want to spend money and support your business, but at the same time, they don't open till they open, right? You're not going to make it go any faster. And so, I had my bags, I had my detergent, I had everything. And then I just get to it, and it was very much like the person, it's a Far Side comic, where the person is, what do you call it? It's the school for smart people. I think it says school for the gifted. And it has a guy like leaning on a door, and it says pull. And so it was very much just like, oh, fuck my life. I think we were going to try to go to the bank. Were we not? No, we don't need to dump our trash. It's a grocery day for sure. And I'm definitely trying. One of my workhorses is at 13%. The little bitty workhorse is at, it's halfway full right now, which is wonderful. Part of me wants to stop by the gym where the guy helped me and see if he's just at the desk and I can tell him thank you. That was one of the things, is going to the gym on a day whenever I can have it charging. Because the places that I park, I do try to make them be in the shade. And I just got lost, just like that. I used to live within 5 blocks of here, and I go this way. Three or four more times. At least I go this way at least 3 times a month. We'll say that. I'm driving past my old apartment. I'm literally driving past all of the veteran services. I can't help but wonder if whenever I go by and I see men stop and get their phone, did they just get a text, or are they looking to see if I'm on an app of theirs? I wonder about that sometimes. So we are going to go to the ATM. I'm on workhorses at 15%. That was neat. Let's see how it goes. I love that for me. I've got to get my hands in the dirt on the regular. All right, this won't be right. Are you going? Dude, you pulled forward. So things are charging. I'm skipping the gym. Maybe I'll hit the gym later today. I have got to have energy for the things that I have got to do. And I ain't got to do shit. How about that? I get to thinking. There's 2 songs called I Kissed a Girl. One is like in the past 10 years, and one is from like the 90s. I'm more the style of the first one. I'm going to try to go grocery shopping. We are going to try to go grocery shopping. Oh, snap. I need to go forward, and I'm going to turn in lane. Budget for your petrol, and then go ahead and add a quarter of your petrol budget to your budget. Whatever you think your petrol budget's going to be, cool. Go ahead and take 1/4 of that and bump it. For all the times that you miss the exit, have to go around the block. Circle in the parking lot. Making a loop. But for people touching on me in public and telling me it's no big deal. Well, I forgave the first 8 people that did it today. I only have so many in me before I'm like, okay. It just takes too much energy to freeze and mask. Here's somebody just passing me on up. There's a pedestrian, they don't care. Car, would you like to go? I think you have the right of way. If you were getting in your back seat. Nope, I didn't see any brake lights. Okay. Yep, okay, well there's people passing me up left and right. And I'm just trying to let this person go because they have the right of way. I'm watching you. You have the right of way. There's other people being janky. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. I'm letting this person get out. They're backing up. They have the least power in that position, and so you let the weaker of the two have the day. Am I in a piping hot hurry to do what I have to do? Oh, you betcha. How are we going to do this? We'll see. Yep, there is someone in that vehicle. And I'll just be right over here, minding my own business. But this has to happen. It doesn't take but a second. We are good to go. Seatbelt. Now I'm just going to turn around this parking lot. There was a lady that was filming me one time here. Or she wasn't filming me. Let me take that back. There was a lady that was parked. So there's parking spots on either side of this, and she was parked in the middle between where the parking spots are. And on her phone. And yes, I was on my phone. And at the same time, we have a chance to get rid of trash. I'm getting rid of trash. Anytime I can, I do. I take that back. There's lots of times I can and I don't. But this is one of the times where I can't. And I do. Oh my gosh. So the baby one is at 57%. And this is what's funny. This is what's funny. If I use my workhorse, so if I use my workhorse to charge my backpack battery, my backpack size one, and I've got the the 12 volt charger that will do 5 or 10 amps. And it'll do more than the 10 if given the chance. Bunches of people. I'm not on none of the dating apps. Ha, 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 ha. I'm not gonna be a part of your collection of people that keep you from changing. I feel like all those people that are on dating apps that have conversations going, that is a poor substitute for this. You can go ahead and have that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It's not a terrible thing. I find that there's nothing about me in particular that they are doing. What they're trying to do is kill time with anyone they can. And in the event that they're aesthetically pleasing, all the better. In the event that they're not aesthetically pleasing, it's still a way to kill the time. You have to remember there's a mentality of like anything that is legal and got a hole, they're going to try. They're supposed to try. Dating books, dating apps, self-help, everything. A bunch of men will tell a bunch of men that they have to try and that they're not getting women, they're not going on more meaningful dates because, and define meaningful, productive, I don't know, but they're not having better dates because of this, and this. And if they do this, and this will get them more dates. And whenever you have more dates, just by default, some of them are going to be better than others. And just going by the trajectory, you didn't see it, but I closed my eyes and I squinched. We ran over a bottle, a Coke bottle, an empty one. There are people on the side right here, so I'm going to swing on over. I try to be respectful of that. And if you are of the opinion that my clothes are too inviting, you probably shouldn't watch this. I'm running another errand. This one takes all of about 2 minutes. I say 2 minutes. It might take a little bit longer. It's so difficult to get the order of operations right in my head. Originally, I was supposed to have company. I'm fine being solo because that all didn't work out, and that's too bad. What do you do? Maybe next lifetime, right? I saw a meme, or a little bitty short video, and it said, and I would just like to change it from her to him, but it said whenever you were going at her from behind and she lets out a creamy greasy and it mixes with the smell of the blood, and then there was a meme inside of the meme, and it was a shark smelling blood, and it was a shark that had sworn off being a shark. So what if we change that to, I was giving him a backdoor service and he let out a creamy greasy and it mixed with the smell of blood. And I thought it smelled good. How about that?